Before listening to this episode about Wild at Heart, please consider that this episode contains talks of animal death, extreme violence, stalking, sexual assault, abortion, car crashes, and probably everything else under the sun. If you need to skip this episode for your own safety, we totally understand and hope you come back again next week.
Be safe with your feelings. Take care of yourself first.
For a few seconds, this place was Armageddon. There was a firefight!
Fuck you think you're doing?
You were asked a direct question. Do you use cocaine?
Am I a bad person?
You never killed a baby.
You want to know who my god is?
Some huge friggin' guy.
She somehow fornicated. Put your mouth on this.
Fish aren't meant to be in a box, kid. Can't you see what's inside of me?
Welcome, everybody, to Willem to Filmography, the podcast where Tamiya Extra Thin Plastic Cement is our god and drug. I'm one of your hosts, Cyan Stone.
I'm the other one of your hosts, Jeff Whaley.
I'm the third one of your hosts, Jude.
And this week we watched a very special movie that is very close to my heart because it tells a story that I am very familiar with. Wild at Heart. But before we get into that, let's do a check-in with our hosts and a bit of a explanation for the hiatus. Let's start with Jude.
Oh, God. I never like going first.
Especially with this.
Hi, I'm Jude. I'm not an alcoholic. I was busy with school. I got a kitten, and the kitten was named Taika. And it died of parvo a week after we got it, so that was a huge mess. We got it with parvo. There was really not much we could do about it, so that sucks. And I got stomach ulcers.
And Jeff?
Yeah. Not as bad, but still busy with life stuff. About a few days after Jude had their kitten ordeal, my 18-year-old cat was starting to act a little strange, and we took him to the doctor. And turns out, I don't know if I've mentioned this part before, turns out he had cancer, and we had to put him down. And I will say, to go with the hiatus, I think future episodes are going to be released on Saturdays instead of Thursday from now on. And
oh, cool. That definitely makes makes up for the dead cats.
Yep.
But yeah, and I was very saddened by all these events going on in my friends' lives that I did not feel like being happy jokey. But yeah, I also have been going through some shit at work, having a mental breakdown or two here and there. The situation hasn't gotten more hopeful, but I'm coping.
I'm doing relatively fine, all things considered.
Yeah.
I've been playing nonstop Tamagotchi Life.
You're welcome.
I have been destroying my finances with Warhammer figurines. I'm kit bashing, so everything is 3 times more expensive than it normally would be if I was just doing the base models. But I am thrilled with it. Besides, I was never going to be able to retire anyway. Whatlum Dafoe.
That's what I mean!
We have a fun twist with this episode that was born out of my laziness. Do you want to explain the twist, Jeff?
Yeah. So Sai had an idea of just trying to not watching the film that we watched, 1990s Wild at Heart, and instead wanted to just kind of guess at what happened. And
for a David Lynch film.
Yeah, for a David Lynch film. So they watched the last half of the movie that had Willem Dafoe in it, and is trying to guess the first half of the movie.
And I know exactly what happened. I didn't read any sort of synopsis. I did see the vague description on the video feed that I watched it on, but that was very bare bones. But I know exactly what Sailor and Lulu were going through.
Lula.
Sure.
I said I like Lula.
Yeah, me too. Like, as soon as I saw her, I immediately remembered the Allie Beardsley quote of I would fuck dead Laura Dern before live Jeff Goldblum.
I don't agree, but I see where they're coming from.
So after Willem Dafoe, I will also give my brief summary of what I think happened in the first half of this movie. And again, I think that it is 100% accurate. But before that, here's my Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe in this movie plays the devil from the Bible.
Yeah, really going for opposite of the Last Temptation of Christ.
Simply the worst, conniving, shitbag, rapist, murderer, assassin. And that's basically all the information I needed to know that Sailor and Lula were escaping Lula's domineering mother so that Sailor could pursue his stand-up comedy career. And you can tell that that's what's happening because in pursuit of their stand-up comedy career, they find out everyone in that community is a shitbag who will prey on you. That's my summary.
Oh, that's it? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, you did great, kid.
Well, I mean, as they were going through all this stuff, it's like I've been to parties like that where I've sat in the back patio chair and a bunch of weird shit was going on.
Oh yeah.
One time I sat at the back table of a party and someone ate a lampshade from like an outdoor lampshade that was made of hard plastic. Took a bite right out of it and started chewing it. And when I asked if she was okay, she was like, yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I know. Again, all of these people, stand-up comedians, the worst people we have.
not stand-up, but there is a relation to another horrible entertainer in this movie. So
I'm exactly right.
Sure.
Is what you're saying?
That is what you are hearing me say.
That's an interpretation, and with this movie, why not?
It's not completely out of bounds.
Yeah.
So, 1990s Wild at Heart. At a gala in Cape Fear between the border of North and South Carolina, while Sailor, played by Nicolas Cage, and Lula, played by Laura Dern, attempt to leave, Sailor gets confronted by Bobby Ray Lemon, who was hired to attack him by Lula's mother, Marietta Fortune, played by Diane Ladd. Marietta claims Sailor propositioned her in the bathroom, and the attacker, Bobby Ray Lemon, pulls out a knife, and Sailor beats him to death.
So he has committed murder before that robbery at the end.
Yeah.
So what's his problem?
He was breaking parole.
He didn't want to commit that murder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even after that murder, he felt bad.
And later in the movie, when he calls himself a murderer, Lula was like, "You're a manslaughterer."
Yeah.
To be like, come on, it was in self-defense.
Yeah, he spends most of the movie kind of having that survivor's guilt, I guess. I don't know. Like, yeah, he was self-defense, but it was...
I see. Okay.
It was a subtle thing. Like, you could tell Nicolas Cage played up that part.
Oh, yeah. And when he...
It is very hard to come up with a stand-up bit while you're dealing with that kind of PTSD.
Yeah.
I completely understand, yeah.
22 months and 18 days later, Sailor is released from prison and is picked up by Lula, who gives him his snakeskin jacket back. Sailor says the jacket represents a symbol of his individuality and his belief in personal freedom.
Okay, Sailor.
Yeah.
And it also represents a bunch of dead snakes.
Like a bunch.
In this movie, Nicolas Cage is doing an Elvis Presley impersonation like the majority of the movie. It's fucking great.
I love Nicolas Cage in this movie.
I do too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's peak camp. You should have watched the whole thing. It's such a great Nicolas Cage movie.
I loved what I saw. Even in the last little bit, like the series of events that I saw were like several of my reactions were, okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That was my reaction most of the movie.
The whole movie, yeah. And I will say, Laura Dern 100% held her own with Nicolas Cage.
Oh yeah,
so
yeah, she did great.
yeah. Then Lula and Sailor go to a hotel and have sex, which they do a lot in this movie. A lot in the first half of this movie.
A lot of just like, they aren't long sex scenes. They last like 10 seconds. You maybe up to like 20
They're montage.
seconds,
They're sex
but it's
montages. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like sex montages, and you're like, okay.
They're, in their early 20s, like...
Yeah. No, I just don't know why they need to keep showing it.
Yeah.
That's so, honestly, it felt like that was a way for passing time to be like, oh, here comes the next day. Like, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
Now the next day is now
The day marker is how much.
yeah, when they have sex,
They have, which a lot.
which is very true in the early parts of a relationship.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I will call. Can I early on? I'm gonna say that even early on in the movie, I was like, "This is just misery porn." And as it went on, I was like, emphasis on the porn.
Yep.
And the other thing I was gonna say, to go along with the hilarity, I guess, of Cyan not watching this movie, I completely forgot that it was directed by David Lynch the whole time. So I was just like, "Who the fuck did this?" And then I remembered it was David Lynch doing the research, and I was like, yeah, of course. Okay, it makes so much more sense now. And I'm kind of glad I didn't realize it was David Lynch the whole time, because I would have been thinking about David Lynch's work the whole time,
Yeah.
And having it just be a Lynchless experience until the end was
Another funny thing about me only watching the last 40 minutes is this is the first David Lynch movie I've seen.
Me too.
Yeah, same.
You beautiful autistic maniac, David.
Yeah, absolutely. So after they have sex, so there's a lot of conversations that they have before and after sex, like a lot of basically building up the relationship, thing you do early on in a relationship where you just kind of talk after post-coital, and there is just a lot of that in the first half
I actually
of this
really
movie.
like the relationship.
Yeah, me too.
Do you think this joke about us fucking it will be good on stage, baby?
Afterwards, they talk about her sexual assault and climate change before getting ready to go out. That's a fucked up summary, but that's kind of what
Keeping
happened.
it light.
Keeping
Keeping it light. Wait,
Yeah.
is this when
And-
he asks, I thought your daddy, or not your daddy, but your uncle?
Your uncle.
Yeah, is that when he asks that?
Because what she says is, when I was 15, Mama said, you're going to start getting sexual urges, and when to do that, to tell her first. And then Nicolas Cage asked.
I thought you were assaulted when you were 13. And then she lies to him, though.
She does, yeah. She does say yes. She says, oh, yeah. And then
She goes on to say that
remembered what
yeah,
happened.
she goes on to say that her mom didn't know about it, but her mom definitely knew about it.
Yeah. And definitely had her uncle
Killed, yeah.
killed.
Yeah.
In a car accident a couple weeks later.
So she's
yeah.
definitely covering up for her mom.
It's that, it's PTSD, it's probably a lot of reasons
yeah.
why.
Well, it's like right before or after she said that, she had a flashback to her mom attacking the uncle.
Right after it happened.
My guess is that the mom is like, "Hey, don't tell anybody."
Oh yeah.
I think it was kind of showing the mom's manipulation over her.
Yeah. Yeah, very much. And then again, they mentioned they talk a little bit about climate change and the ozone layer going away, which was a big concern in 1990.
One of the few things we decided to fix.
Yeah, and because we fixed it, everyone thinks climate change isn't real.
Yeah.
Even though it's also already
maybe we
happening.
just shouldn't have an ozone layer. Maybe we need to earn it back.
Yeah, right. Back at Lula's house, Marietta talks to her boyfriend / private detective, Johnny Farragut, played by Harry Dean Stanton, about Lula.
You can't just call people that, Jeff. You can't just call people that.
A Farragut or a Harry Dean.
Yeah.
There's a couple different names.
I don't know what it is. I love Harry Dean Stanton's face. He's just got that face. I love watching him. Not in a attractive way. I just find him.
He's compelling. He's got character actor face.
Yeah,
100%.
Like similar to Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Every time I see him, I feel whatever the opposite of paternal instincts are, childlike instincts. I want him as my grandfather.
Yeah?
I don't know. He just seems like the kind of guy who would call me a farragut.
No, I think he seems like such a nice guy.
But I don't even know who we're talking about. I don't think he was in the part of the movie that I watched. Let's move on.
No, he
Yeah.
died before you showed up.
I'll send a picture of him.
Okay, gotcha. Hey, he sounds familiar.
Yeah.
He was in Alien?
He's in a lot of things.
Yeah.
I have not seen Alien. I have only seen Alien Resurrection.
Fucking mad person.
I just rewatched Avengers today too. He is in that.
Who is he in Avengers?
I think he's the guy who finds Bruce Banner when he falls.
Okay, nice. That's a
I'm pretty sure it was
weird
him.
little cameo. Hell yeah. So yeah, back at Lula's house, Marietta talks to her boyfriend, private detective Johnny Farragut, about Lula running away with Sailor and hires him to go after them. We then flash back to the gala where a drunken Marietta propositions and then blackmails Sailor away from try to blackmail Sailor to get away from Lula with his history of being a driver for known gangster Marcellus Santos,
she
played by G.E. Freeman.
asks him for sex. Begs him.
Ask him for a second. Yeah, there's a couple. It's kind of confusing with the flashbacks, but she does ask for sex. Yeah.
No, it was pretty strong flashback where she's like, "Please give me sex. Please give me sex." Please
Yeah,
have sex
but then
with
it's
me."
revealed that once they get into the stall, it's kind of reveals like, oh, she just wanted him in the stall to scare him away. She doesn't actually want the sex, is how I got from later flashbacks. I just kind of conflated them together.
Oh no, I got the vibe that she got upset.
She said that after he rejected her. Yeah, that could
Yeah.
be it too.
Yeah, and then that's when she was like, "Fuck you, I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah, yeah.
I have a question. The Wizard of Oz themes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Did they only show up in the part that I
No.
watched? Okay,
No.
cool. Because I
They talk about it the whole movie.
I would fully
Yeah.
expect that to be just a thread that wasn't through the part of the movies that I did, part of the movie that I didn't watch, and it only
No, her clicking her heels later on was a direct callback to
Constantly
everything.
talking. Anytime there's a so when they were earlier when after she had the sexual assault flashback. Also, Nicolas Cage was just lying on the bed with his feet on the headboard,
radio.
on the wall above the headboard, and just and just balancing a radio on his feet for no reason, and he's just kind of doing this dumbass thing.
I can kind of see doing that for stimming reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was 100%.
It was so relatable, yeah.
I have absolutely balanced things on my feet because it's like, hee-hoo, I have things on my feet.
Yep. Yeah. It was definitely that, and then during that you hear someone kind of laughing in another hotel room, and that's when Lula gets a little. It sounds like the Wicked Witch, and that was the first one I noticed.
The first frame that I saw of this movie was Lula picturing herself as the Wicked Witch, and then the rest of the movie happened for me.
So yeah, back in the hotel room, Sailor and Lula agree to break Sailor's parole and go out to California together. And then they go to a concert for the speed metal band Power Mad. And he's doing Elvis dances to speed metal.
What?
And it's fucking awesome. Yes.
That
Yes. It's so cool.
Also,
like hip sways to
A lot of kicks.
the girl screaming freaked me out.
Yeah, but that was a straight up impersonation of Elvis. But we'll get to that in just 1 second. At the concert, a guy tries to dance up on Lula. Sailor completely just stops the band, beats the guy up, and forces him to apologize before he serenades Lula with the Elvis song "Love Me" that the band somehow knows and plays along with.
It's probably a popular song.
And during this, all of the girls around them are screaming like girls would at Elvis back in the day.
Is he singing "Love Me"? Because that's the one he sings at the end.
No, that's Love Me Tender.
Oh, okay.
And then after the show, Lula asks why Sailor didn't sing her his favorite love song, Love Me Tender, and Sailor says he would only sing that to his wife. That's the exact reaction I was hoping to see. It's like, that makes sense now.
Yeah. Themes.
Yep. Lula then tells Sailor about her
Nothing
father.
more annoying than a singing comedian.
Right. Bo Burnham's. He's kind of annoying, but in a good way.
I love Bo Burnham.
I love Bo Burnham, too.
Weird Al.
Yeah.
I feel like Weird Al transcends.
Oh, yeah. Lula then tells Sailor about her father dying in a fire, and the first half of this movie, there's a lot of, like, kind of fire themes. And we kind of get more and more hints as to what happened to Lula's father.
You could say she wants Sailor to fire walk with her.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me do the. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. There we go.
Shit. Yeah. Okay. So then after that, Marietta also hires her other boyfriend Santos to kill Sailor. Santos only agrees to it if he gets to kill Johnny as well. Yeah, he basically wants to, like, oh, you're fucking this other dude? Well, I want to kill him, so you can only fuck me now. And she says no, but he does it anyway.
I see.
Santos calls mob boss Mr. Reindeer to arrange the job, and this series of scenes is like straight out of John Wick. Like, it's just kind of got that weird, stylized, like, criminal, like, assassination ring that's, like, just a little bit off.
Huh.
Yeah, Mr. Reindeer, who is constantly surrounded by topless women as his servants, calls two of his assassins, one in an abandoned riverboat in New Orleans, and the other in an undisclosed location at the moment. Sailor and Lula, now in New Orleans, have sex, and Lula tells Sailor about her cousin Dale, who had schizophrenia and then disappeared. I think there was supposed to be more to that point, but that story just... Oh, yeah, Dale was played by Crispin Glover, by the way.
Oh, boy. Yeah, that's who you get to play that. Yeah. Crispin Glover, very good at that.
And yeah, it was just they called him a Jingle Dell because he always loved that it was thought it was Christmas, and thought that there were like aliens with like black gloves coming to take him away constantly. Yeah, and he put like roaches in his pants, and then he just disappeared one day. There might be a more point to that story, but I did not understand. It was just a weird sequence of events.
There's so many things in this movie that just don't make sense.
Yeah. It definitely didn't come up in the part that I watched.
No, nor should it be. So much of this will not come up then.
The car crash scene.
I love that. That's my favorite scene of the whole movie. One of my favorite scenes, if not my favorite.
It's one of my favorite scenes too, but I was like, what is this going to have on the effect of the larger movie?
It doesn't, but I think that works in that way of like sometimes random shit just happens that's like completely unrelated to you.
The car crash scene where the guy in the wheelchair is just like, ah, man.
No, there was a car crash scene before that.
There was a different separate car crash scene.
Yes, you should not be surprised.
A very random one where they literally just come on to it.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
Okay. And it doesn't have anything to do with the guy in the wheelchair later who's looking at this guy who is very clearly dying from head trauma.
Solely for Lula's reaction of telling the kid to duck down to not see it. That's maybe the only thing that it's related to it.
Okay.
So these next like couple paragraphs, the movie split these sequence of events up to happen in like different ways. And I'm just kind of going to split them up into like their two separate storylines and tell them all in one. But the movie cut back and forth.
Interesting.
Yeah. Marietta, riddled with guilt about Johnny's hit. And as she's riddled with the hit, she has her face covered in lipstick because like that is how her guilt like manifests in this moment. Calls Johnny and tells him that she will meet with him in New Orleans the next day. Then Lula is driving through Texas, because they left New Orleans, while Sailor sleeps, Lula freaks out over the negative news on the radio, pulls over and demands for Sailor to put music on the radio. Sailor finds a station playing Power Mad, and they proceed to slam dance in the middle of the dirt road before making out.
Yeah.
And then the music goes from metal music to like a super romantic music as the makeout is happening. And I just can't imagine what the actual scene, just that scene, but with the metal music would be even funnier. So
I'm just imagining all of this happening with Nicolas Cage's fuck ass hair that he has this whole movie, where it's just like, it's kind of Elvis-y, but it's Nicolas Cage's hairline, so it's like,
yep, they
can't do the pompadour because he has such a weird widow's peak, but so like, I don't know, you just gotta look at it yourself, audience members. You have to look at it yourself. I saw the later half of this movie. I know exactly what happens. I know exactly the story of falling in love with someone too quickly and then going off to another place to do stand-up comedy. And
while driving through the night, Sailor tells Lula about his past and how he was a driver for Santos, and he was there on with Santos the night that he was the driver for Santos, as the same night that Lula's dad got lit on fire. Heavily implying that Santos did that shit.
I mean, they basically show it, don't they?
They do. They show that a little bit later.
Ah, right. Sorry, I have the timeline mixed up.
Again, the flashbacks are kind of weirdly cut up. Like, yeah.
This movie's so confusing, but also makes sense.
Yeah, it's trying to be coy about it, but there's a lot of different interpretations you can do with the coyness. Then they come upon a car accident on the side of the road while Chris Isaac's Wicked Games plays. And this is probably my favorite scene of the movie. It's just the middle of the night, and so they just see like clothes like strewn on the road and like a couple of cars that like hit each other, and then they pull over and they find a couple of dead bodies, and then a woman in shock wandering around the accident before dying of internal injuries in front of them.
Damn.
Yeah.
Whoever that woman was fucking killed it. Like she played like kind of confused. She was looking. She had like a bobby pin in her hand, and she's like, "I can't find my bobby pin." And like
she's like, "I need to find my purse." Like,
man, why? What's sticky on my head?
Yeah, and she was like touching it, and it was just. And then
my mom told me, "Robert, what are you doing?"
Yeah, it was really sad.
Yeah. And they were trying to, like, talk to her and get her to a hospital, but then she just collapses and spits up blood.
Yeah, nothing you can do.
And then they're on their way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No cell phone, like, literally nothing you could do at that point.
People shit on technology. It sounds like a nightmare to not... Like, the invention of the cell phone, at least, is, like, pretty important as far as, like... basic shit to like keep society running. like we invented society before we had a good communication device to, you know, keep it doing what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, but that's just more expansionist and like more society becoming more and more globally connected. Yeah, back in New Orleans, despite Marietta's objections, Marietta objects, but then does show up at the New Orleans and tries to get Johnny to go away with them, to go away because trying to get him out of there. And then while she's packing, Johnny goes back to his hotel room and then gets hit in the back of the head and taken away by the killers that Santos hired, and they take him back to their polyamorous voodoo cult riverboat where they kill him. I don't know what other... I think that perfectly describes that scene. It's so fucking weird. Just this older lady with a short blonde hair who looks similar to the younger one later on because they're related. I think they're sisters.
It's not the same. So it's not the same lady from later. Okay.
No, but she is related to the lady because you see a picture of the lady. Yeah, you would see that picture actually.
I remember the picture.
Yeah, the lady and the black guy are like, and then another random dude are just like have Johnny just tied up and just starts weirdly sexual, undulating like voodoo ritual stuff. It's
Yeah.
it's cool. Very fucked.
Sorry, I'm just processing
Yeah.
everything you said with the imagery of the movie I already have in my head.
Yeah. Good luck.
I'm gonna say good. It's a good thing I didn't watch the first hour and 15 of this movie, because I think this might be an SCP of some sort with encrypted messaging to get me to Charlie Kirk. And yeah.
Do I have to bleep that, or is it long enough away that we can make that joke? We'll see.
I mean, he is dead.
Yeah, exactly.
And because I watched this movie, but I forgot about it until you just reminded me of what's in this movie. It has a mind erasing effect at the end of it. Yeah.
Great joke, Sai.
Yeah.
No,
I Cyan Stone, legal name.
Okay, I'm editing this part out. No,
Charlie Kirk.
you're just doing this to annoy me now.
The person being tried for it right now is killed Charlie Kirk.
You're just doing more work for me to edit, you fucker.
Yeah.
Santos meets with Marietta and then lies to her about Johnny and takes her to go after Sailor and Lula. And it's kind of funny when he shows up at the hotel, because Marietta is like, where's Johnny? And we were supposed to meet together. Why is he not here? And Santos is like, hey, Marietta. And her reaction in like the lobby of this hotel is to scream, Santos!
Is Santos the one that hugs
Yes.
Lula later at the jail?
Yep.
Okay. I thought her shock at being hugged by him was because he was made of fiberglass, but
No.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Nope, he's a gangster who killed her father.
That makes more sense than a man made of fiberglass.
100%.
I will say. Yeah.
Sailor and Lula then go to Big Tuna, Texas, and Sailor pulls up to that unidentified house that Mr. Reindeer called earlier, which in the soundtrack had a very like, I had kind of forgotten about that part. So when I first watched it, and so when the soundtrack was like dun 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 showing up to the house, I'm like, am I supposed to remember this? And I was, but I didn't. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they go up to that house that Mr. Reindeer called earlier about the hit on Sailor. Sailor then knocks on the door and sees Perdita Durango, is how I'm going to pronounce her name, played by Isabella Rossellini. And Sailor asks if Santos has a hit out on him, and she lies and says no. And this is when they're talking about that. This is where she mentions when Santos lit Lula's old man on fire, and like, yeah, you were there, and Sailor was like, I was just driving, and Paradetto is like, I was there, and so that's when we like fully admit that Santos just fucking lit the whole house on fire because he wants to get with Marietta, basically.
The fiberglass man strikes again.
I found they were trying to make this character ugly, or at least a little just different looking.
They did not succeed. She was different looking, but not ugly.
No, I found her captivating.
Yeah.
I wanted to know more.
Honestly,
what if that's just what David Lynch thinks is ugly?
I honestly think, I don't know.
The older version, the older one, her the one who played her sister was also very attractive.
Yeah, I like the thick eyebrows.
Yeah, and earlier in like New Orleans too, I think I glossed over. There were just a lot of scenes of them having sex and then talking about sex and stuff.
Yeah,
and just like meeting like locals, and it was just their relationship kind of being strengthened.
That is a pretty early 20s, early relationship thing.
Oh yeah. It felt very real. It cheesy and cringy in hindsight. Like me going like, oh, that's I guess I did just say shit like that to my girlfriends. She has
you're learning how to do it, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. She said a line of like his dick was like super good that it felt like it was talking inside of her.
The what?
Yeah, that's how delicious his dick was, or something like that. That's how good his dick felt to her. Felt like it was like speaking to her soul. Like, yeah, it was weird. In an adorable way, but weird.
I'm not a vagina haver. Jude, is that how do when good?
I zoned out. Can we repeat it? Did I miss something?
When they were one of the scenes after they had sex, and one of the things Laura Dern said was talking about how good Sailor's dick was.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
How it sometimes feels
Talks
like
to
it's
her.
when it's inside of her. Yeah,
Well, I think she was being metaphorical.
obviously.
But do you relate to that metaphor at all?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
okay. Horrifying.
I guess. And in like a fun way, yeah. It just feels like the dick is excited, or this is graphic, but like, yeah, sometimes you can, like, you know, when I know penis havers get those dick twitches, you can feel that inside and stuff. So sometimes I can be like, you know, maybe it's talking to you.
Yeah.
Trying to say hello.
See, I was under the impression that we all basically have the same parts, just arranged in different places. From what you're saying, there is an eldritch horror in every AFAB person's body that can communicate directly with the flesh.
You might be veering towards misogyny.
Oh my. Whoops! Accidentally stumbled into misogyny. Let's roll back. Do a test.
Yeah, this whole thing was a test. Back to one. Willem Dafoe.
What?
Sorry.
I thought it was funny.
Wah 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 wah.
So Lula is getting sick in the hotel and asks to stay in town for a couple days. And then they meet with some colorful locals at the hotel they're staying at, and meet Bobby Peru, played by our boy Willem Dafoe. I don't know if we want to call him our boy in this one.
Mm-hmm. This is for sure a day for Willem.
Yeah.
He is.
No makeup on the teeth.
He's ripe.
His gums are reclaiming his teeth.
Yeah.
He is pretty openly a sex pest, right off the bat.
Right off the bat.
With his one-eyed Jack trying to find some fish or something like that.
Seafood buffet.
Yeah. That's horrendous.
Yeah, it was horrible. But during this whole, I think my thing is, what I wrote down was, they meet Bobby Peru with the absolute worst teeth I've ever seen in my life. He creeps everyone out, and then Sailor and Lula go to their room. But in the scene where they're like meeting all the colorful characters too, they're mentioning how this is like peak surreal David Lynch too. They mentioned they're filming like a porno in like one of the hotels, and then like as Bobby Peru shows up, a bunch of like overweight topless women are just like dancing outside, and
when the scene starts. A guy at the table they're sitting at mentions the car accident that they saw earlier.
Yes.
And I have a question. The guy who's like, in a very stereotypical Southern dumb guy voice says, they were so dumb they deserved to die. Was he in any scene before this scene?
Nope.
I don't believe so.
Oh, so he was just some fucking guy. And then he who was brought in to do this,
and that's what that car crash felt like too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That car crash felt like you were from a completely different story that you just happened to come into, notice, and then leave. And
it felt like the beginning of a horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, that is that does happen sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you just become a part of another story for a little bit. You're like, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah. That's. I guess that's the ending to that storyline. Nice and tied up.
Yep. So, after when they go back to their hotel room, Lula flashes back to an abortion she had that I'm pretty sure is connected to the sexual assault thing from earlier. It's not directly said, but that seems to be the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It's like it has one of those like magnifying lamps over her face, so literally all you see is her agonizing face.
Yeah.
Um,
And just her quiet ow was like, oh.
And then the tubing.
Mm-hmm.
And she's supposed to be 13 in that too, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they when they do the flashback to 13, they do just use Laura Dern, but they like put her hair in pigtails.
Odd.
Yeah, it was a style choice.
Yeah. Very, very Lynchian. I am realizing that the meaning of that term now.
Yep. And then the flash to the abortion kind of helps her realize that her sickness is because she's pregnant. And she hands a note to... She does hand a note to Sailor that says, I'm pregnant on there, and they do talk about... Sailor was like, I'm okay with it, and Lula was like, I don't know if I am. Like, and yeah, it was a well acted scene and like made a lot of sense.
Okay.
And again, with all of the sex they had beforehand, it's like, okay, this tracks.
See, I just assumed the note was something that we weren't supposed to know, and that
You see it in the movie.
yeah, like
Yeah, and it says I'm pregnant on it.
it does. Oh,
Yeah.
I must have like looked away for the split second that it was on screen.
Yeah.
Because again, I was worshiping my god Tamiya extra thin plastic cement, and creating an astropath lieutenant for Warhammer 40k via kit bashing
Any Warhammer fans who understands what they're talking about, shout out in the comments.
I kit bashed a Repentia head with a Mark II Horus Heresy body, and it turned out really well. Anyway,
The next day, while Sailor is working on their car, Bobby Peru comes into their room and sexually assaults Lula in a very uncomfortable and disgusting scene. It's fucked. I don't know if anyone wants to go into details or not, but...
We don't have to go into detail. It's kind of like there's no rape, but there is molestation.
Yeah,
Yep.
and coercion. Yeah, he uses violence to coerce her and molest her.
coerce her into saying fuck me, like basically.
Yeah.
And then after he did that, the complete tonal switch of he just does the like, well, maybe later, sweetheart, but I'm busy, and it's like that type of happy tone while she's just like horrified. It's a fucking effective, but fuck.
Like I said, Satan from the Bible.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Simply the worst.
And in this scene, he also guesses that she's pregnant because he smells the vomit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Willem Dafoe played it well, but like the guilt that you see on her face after she's forced to say that, even though it's not her fault, like it's pretty clearly not her fault, like he was using violence to threaten her and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It feels so weird to say that Willem killed it at this. It feels so weird to say.
It makes sense why he went on to be typecast as a villain.
Oh, yeah.
Such a reprehensible figure, and to look at Willem Dafoe, someone I like, and be like, man, he is fucking knocking this out of the park.
Yeah. And also, during that, there was a thing, because if you notice when she was being molested, her hand kind of goes from clenched to, like, open palm. And that's the same thing that they used during some of their sex scenes earlier to signify her, like, orgasming and stuff like that. And so her like kind of reluctant carnal enjoyment of being completely violated is a very interesting detail that they visually put in there. It was
Yeah, I definitely saw that, but I still call it coercion. Because
Oh, it is. No. She.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
Oh, yeah.
It is coercion, and sometimes the body does stuff on its
Yeah,
own
exactly.
that you don't want it to do. And I feel like that is often depicted in media wrong.
Yes, and I think this did it in a good way, in a horrifying way, but very well.
Oddly so. Yeah, like
It's a well done assault scene. I still didn't see the point.
Yeah, other than
Yeah.
just say this guy is truly evil.
Other than the sexploitation.
Yes.
yeah, other than seeing Bobby as a bad guy, like which we already knew.
Yeah, did not need to happen.
He could have just said something creepy, and like
Yeah, no.
I don't know, didn't have to go that intimate. But I also get that I did read in the wiki that they were going for a wild, like.
Oh, there's so many tits and
And it's the 80s.
Yeah.
Early 90s, but late 80s.
You could say that this movie is wild at heart.
They say that multiple
They
times in
do
this
say
movie.
that multiple times in this movie.
Yeah.
At least twice in the portion that I saw.
I think maybe one other earlier.
I can't remember, but it was said a lot.
I feel like that the sexual assault scene kind of belonged in another movie that was like about that,
Yeah.
Yeah,
because like it feels like well done
exactly.
in that instance, but here it's like just in there.
Wildly tonally different.
Yeah.
But I think that's definitely the point.
That's how I felt about the car crash
Yeah.
scene.
But again, that's 100% the point. That's how David Lynch's mind fucking works.
Those two scenes feel like they belong in the same movie,
Yeah.
Yes.
but everything else around it is like different.
Yeah.
Because it's so campy that you forget, like you're laughing because it's a dark comedy, but then like something really serious happens and you're like not laughing anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's also like you're not supposed to laugh at it, so that's good.
Yeah.
And also, this is like the start of like the early 90s. And there was a lot of movies like this in the early 90s that were starting to become
Yeah.
a thing. Like Natural Born
Yeah.
Thrillers was a couple years down the road. Reservoir Dog and Pulp Fiction and like all of that stuff.
And from what I understand, wasn't David Lynch like a pretty good person on on sets with these kinds of like scenes? Like,
I haven't heard anything about it, but that makes sense.
yeah, I think I've heard somewhere that like
I haven't heard anything bad about David Lynch.
Yeah.
from everything I understand, David Lynch is like great.
R.I.P.
Like, I do think this scene is out of place, but I think this is like the kind of scene that you can only do well, and it was done well for what it is.
It wasn't I spit on your grave.
I think it's the kind of thing that you can only do well when there's a
Yeah.
lot of trust between everyone involved.
So Bobby Peru then meets up with Sailor, takes him to a bar, and asks him to help him with a robbery of a nearby food store. And also, there's a couple times in this movie where they you see just like a random crystal ball, and that's also a part of the Wizard of Oz motif. That like, I was trying to. It's not a direct.
Oh, and her clicking her shoes.
Yeah, it's not a direct story of the Wizard of Oz. But I was trying to figure out like. Was the girl in the car accident trying to find a brain because of that? Like, is that what they were going for with that?
I see that.
Because she did, yeah, she was like scratching her head and like.
Oh, and at the end, he gives his spoiler alert. He gives his son a lion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think they're telling the story of the Wizard of Oz, but they're kind of hinting at it.
Yeah.
He not only does he give his son a lion, he gives his son a lion, and then it immediately is a coward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Yep,
runs
yep,
off.
yep.
Yeah. And then he did we miss the part?
Maybe.
There were a lot of Wizard of Oz references. Oh yeah, earlier on in the movie, some character mentions like, "Oh, picture a dog." People might picture Toto. Yeah.
That was when they were hanging out in the thing. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Just before Bobby Peru showed up.
I
Yeah.
too have met people like that outside of open mics while smoking a
Oh
cigarette.
yeah. Oh yeah. Not even open mics. I've just been outside at a party in Montana, and it's in rural small town. You meet those types of people.
One time in front of Brody Theater, I was standing outside with a bunch of people smoking a cigarette, and a random man with like a button-up shirt that was open with no shirt underneath was clearly very high and was like, "Let me see your hand." And I, a teenager who was just like, "Ooh, new experiences," just put out my hand, and he was just like kind of like just feeling it. And I don't remember what he said, but he said some like woo shit, and I was just like, "Oh, okay."
Hell yeah.
Oh, being cis passing male back then.
Yeah. It's
because growing up as a fab woman passing, you get told if somebody, especially a random man, offers you his hand, you offer him pepper spray.
Yes. Yes. It is so funny realizing the lack of a sense of danger that I have because I was raised as a boy. Just like,
Oh, yeah.
Maybe that's why...
It's kind of great.
Maybe that's why so many men die from accidents.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty sure that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the world... Yeah. There's not a lot of that thing, because, like, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, because it usually is for us. I say as a cis white man.
Nothing can hurt me.
Yeah.
There's ways that you can take advantage of that for the greater good, but also, like, man, I kind of wish I had the other experience so I could have more of a realistic view of what's going on.
I have often said, I wish everyone could have the feeling of the confidence of a mediocre white man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's such a good feeling, and I want everyone to be able to feel it.
Someone once, like, literally, like, grabbed me by my lapels and pushed me up against a wall, and I thought we were just having a fun, jokey time, so I was, like, kind of giggling the whole time.
Hell yeah.
We were not.
You were. They were not.
He was so confused that he didn't beat the shit out of me, but, like,
That works. Bobby Peru asked Sailor for a robbery. Later that night, Lula asked Sailor to not go through with it, but Sailor decides to anyway.
Yeah,
because
they'll get a couple of grand to get them to California.
Yep. And, to start the family and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next day, Bobby picks up Sailor with Perdita as their ride, or however that is pronounced. The Sailor is not happy about it, but goes along with it. Then during the robbery, a sheriff stops by and talks to Perdita outside while Bobby gets the money.
I feel like if someone says, "Hey, I got a 2-man job," and then shows up with a third person, you bail.
Don't go.
Yeah,
you bail.
you bail. Like,
but if he tried to bail, Bobby just would have shot him anyway.
Yeah.
So...
And we wouldn't have gotten a fantastic Bobby Peru death scene later.
Yep.
One part that I didn't like about this movie, and I think it's just something that people have complained about with David Lynch's characters, it felt a little a-characteristic to everything that Sailor had done up to this point to go against what Lula said. Like, I know that they were upset about the pregnancy and everything, and I know that they were supposed to be going through a rough spot, but just like his decision-making in this scene, I was like, you've been a good man this whole movie, man.
Yeah. No, that does make sense. It is a little convenient that he agreed to go along with this, but...
Yeah.
I think that's the point. That's why Bobby took him to a bar to get him drunk, to get him to be more agreeable.
Yeah, that's true.
Like I said, Satan from the Bible.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, while the sheriff talks to Perdita outside, while Bobby gets the money and shoots the store clerks.
Yeah.
Shoots the first one, and then points the gun at Sailor. Sailor tries to shoot Bobby, but Bobby gave him a gun loaded with blanks, or as he said, "They're dummies, dummy." In just a horrifying close-up.
I think we forgot to mention, Willem Dafoe gave Bobby Peru a very confusing Southern accent.
Yeah.
Like hick accent of just like, it's kind of inconsistent, but in a consistent way.
They asked him where he's from earlier, and he said, "I'm from everywhere." And it's like, oh, okay. That
Thanks,
absolutely tracks.
ambiguous man who is
Yeah.
surely not going to be the worst.
You're on the up and up.
Like I said, I had a very common experience in stand-up comedy.
Yeah. So, Sailor tries to shoot, and then the second store clerk pulls out a gun, but Bobby shoots him first, and then this causes Sailor to run out. Oh, yeah, and outside with the sheriff.
Because it's a double-barrel shotgun, so it only has 2
Yep.
shots. And so after the second shot at the clerk, he has to reload.
And when the first shot happens, Perdita, the sheriff, gets out the gun. It's like, you stay here. And Perdita just hits him with her car and drives off to be in other books. Sailor runs out, and when Bobby chases, he gets shot by the sheriff a few times.
But not by the deputy.
He gets shot by the sheriff and accidentally blows his own head off.
He gets shot by the sheriff and then, like, collapses into his gun, I think laughing. Like, he is, like, grinning like a maniac this entire time. And in his head...
This is how he always wanted to go out.
His head gets blown off. Bobby Peru is just happy to be included, man. He is just, like... For such a sinister man, he has such golden retriever energy. If a golden retriever could be pure evil, he is just I don't know how to describe him. You just have to see him.
You kind of just did.
Yeah, I.
If you ever seen, here I go again, Jujutsu Kaisen, it's a lot like Mahito.
I'm horrible with names. Which one's that?
The silver-haired patchwork face villain.
Oh, yeah. No, there's definitely Mahito.
Oh my god, yeah.
A lot of Mahito
He
energy.
is very Mahito.
A young Willem Dafoe would
play a great Mahito.
Which makes sense why Willem Dafoe ended up in the live-action Death Note.
Oh god.
Because his face just looks like Reed.
Yeah, he was the standout of that movie.
Oh, I'm gonna have. Sorry, I was about to say
That's gonna be fun to watch.
I have a complaint for the Spider-Man movie when we get there, but I'll save it for then. Bobby, accidentally blows his own head off. Sailor then gets 6 years in prison for his breaking parole and being a part of the robbery and everything. And Lula gets taken back to North Carolina with Marietta and Santos in a very horrifying scene when,
the fiberglass hug.
Yep, the fiberglass hub. While in prison, Lula writes to Sailor, telling him that she's going to keep the baby. And then 5 years, 10 months, and 21 days later, Lula picks up Sailor from the train station with their son named Pace.
The mom is freaking out.
Yeah, mom. Yeah, despite her mother's objections. Yep.
Another okay moment in this movie was when there's a gong sound when she hangs up when Lula hangs up the phone on her mom, and another gong sound when she throws her drink at the portrait of her mother. It's just like, did that happen with other things previously in this movie?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's just peppered throughout.
It is a consistent, hilarious thing.
While driving away. Oh, yeah. And then when they meet at the train station, this is the first time in a movie where Nicolas Cage plays someone getting out of jail and meeting his child for the first time by handing them a stuffed animal. The second time will be in Con Air. I just seeing Con Air first and then seeing this, I'm like, hey!
Where Nicolas Cage has even worse fuck-ass hair.
And an even worse southern accent. Yeah. It's fucking great. I love that movie.
This David Lynch movie prepared me for the role of my lifetime, Con Air.
Anytime John Malkovich was just being like just super over the top, Nicolas Cage was like, yeah, I know Willem Dafoe. You, sir, are nothing.
Right.
God.
While driving away, Lula is like overcome with the gravity of the situation and kind of pulls over.
She's been through a lot.
Yeah.
And like that, now that everything is starting to turn out pretty well, she's freaking out a little bit because she's just used to things being awful, and so she's expecting something awful to happen.
Well, and also she spent 6 years raising a
Yeah.
kid, and so it's like kind of by herself. So it's like, okay, I figured this out now, but now there's this new thing coming in, and it's a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Sailor sees that reaction and kind of thinks he's the problem, so he says he doesn't want to be a bother and like leaves them to go back to the train station. In one of those, you fucking dumbass man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such an honorable guy thing of like, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. And like Lula's just screaming, "No, come back, Sailor."
Yeah, like she's begging him to come back.
Yeah.
As he's going back to the train station, he gets jumped by a group of thugs, calls them a homophobic slur, and gets his ass beat.
Yeah.
It was so funny. Can I explain this scene? Because I loved this scene.
Go for it.
It was an incredible scene.
So he's walking down the middle of a road with his suitcase.
Yeah.
These thugs come out of nowhere from several different directions.
Yeah.
And they don't ask for anything, but he does.
They just surround
They're
him.
all dressed like different gangs from the Warriors.
Yeah. And then he calls them faggots.
Yes.
Like basically says, "What do you want, faggots?" And then they start beating him up. And then he has like a close to God moment, but it's close to the good witch moment.
Yeah.
In his delirious state.
In his delirious
is how I put it.
state, yeah. His nose is broken and everything. He sees the good witch from Wizard of Oz. Glinda, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it supposed to be Lula? Or was it somebody else?
No, it was
just
someone
a nice
else.
blonde woman.
Yeah.
And she's just like, go to her. She loves you. Go to her, basically, being all romantic. And then he wakes up from this delirium and is just like, wow, I need to go back. And then he pops up and it's just like, hey guys, I'm sorry for calling you homosexuals. I need to go find my wife or whatever. And then just runs off. And they let him.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. I was like, where did these gang members come from? What are they doing here? What's their goal?
The gang members were just like, hey, we've spotted a man who is leaving his wife, and we gotta fix that shit.
Right?
I don't think they even rob him. I think he just leaves his suitcase. I think he's just like...
He does leave his suitcase, and I've been also rewatching BoJack Horseman lately with my friend, and this feels like a BoJack Horseman bit where, like, if you just stayed on the gang members a little bit longer, they would have been like, man, we changed another life again, guys. We got to get better at robbing.
See, I was gonna go with size route of like mark another one for the Cupid gang.
Exactly.
Just like...
They just beat the shit out of dumb guys leaving their girlfriends in order to convince
I
them
need to go
they're
back
doing
to
the
my
wrong thing.
girlfriend.
he pops up, goes, "I'm sorry for calling you homosexuals, but I want to thank you for
Teaching me a valuable
for
lesson.
teaching me a valuable lesson." And then he just screams Lula and runs off. And the gang just like, if you just held on the gang for a little bit longer, they'd be like, guys, we did it again. We fixed another one. And we got this suitcase.
Yeah, so he then goes back to Lula, running over cars stuck in traffic.
I'm pretty sure it felt like the traffic was from a car crash, right?
Yeah.
I was so afraid that it was going to be Lula.
Me too.
Me too. 100%. Because there was that scene earlier with the guy in the wheelchair where there was like...
Yeah, when Lula was driving to the train station, first off, she's a horrible fucking driver.
Yes.
Yeah.
And there was just a random car crash that I think is supposed to bring you back to the car crash from earlier, but it's in a first is like serious and second is farce. And this was the funny one of the guy going like, "This is how I got paralyzed, man."
Yeah, this guy in a wheelchair. I don't know if the guy in the wheelchair was involved in the accident or what.
I think he was just a bystander.
Yeah, there's this guy, there's this wrecked car, there's this guy on the fucking pavement, just like his face is covered in blood, and he's just like, clearly dying from head trauma, and the guy in the wheelchair is just like, "Yep, that's how I got paralyzed, man." And then we never see them again. We never see these people again. And so
that might be why the traffic was happening, because
maybe
ambulance had gotten to that area
because other people aren't as horrible drivers as Lula, and so they stop
Yeah.
for the car accident.
Yeah.
And Sailor runs back to Lula, running over cars.
Pulls her up on the hood of her car, and then sings Love Me Tender to her, which
signifies that they are going to get married.
As the credits roll. Yep, the end.
Man. Weird that you can start watching this movie from an hour and 15 in and basically get the gist.
But also get everything completely wrong, yet still be completely right. That's how fucking weird this movie is.
I'm pretty sure this is a tale about why you should never try and get into stand-up comedy. I stand by that.
You say that about literally all of the movies we've done. I have to edit it out all the time.
I don't know. I would say this isn't necessarily trauma and just a universal truth that I've discovered that I will continue to preach. I will start the cult of no stand-up comedy. That's the only restriction.
So,
Willem Dafoe or Willem Dafoe?
Yeah.
I'm something of
William Dafoe.
myself.
Willem Dafoe, obviously.
Willem Dafoe.
Oh, Willem Dafoe.
But like a glorious Willem Dafoe.
Oh yeah.
This is the arch enemy that we must oppose, Willem Dafoe. This is the
Yep.
Yeah.
This is why you don't film him in Day 4 Cocoon, William Dafoe.
Yeah. This is William Dafoe.
Yes, 100%.
This is William Dafoe. All the others that we've seen prior to this are Willem Dafoe. This is William Dafoe, and he should be avoided at all costs.
At all costs.
It's like that meme that it's like William Dafoe can't hurt you, and it's like William Dafoe.
William Dafoe is more of a threat to himself than he is to you, but he's not a threat to you.
Outside of The Loveless, Willem Dafoe has basically understood the assignment in every single movie he's been in.
Yeah, he has.
He is a capital A actor,
Yes.
I think, is like the main thing that we are discovering through this podcast is that he is like into it being the idea of acting.
And we haven't even gotten to his like kind of pretentious movie phase yet. I don't mean pretentious in a bad way, but just in a very
Yeah.
Yep.
Schmoozy.
Yeah.
Artsy.
Did
like prestige movies.
Yes, yeah. Artsy prestige too, yeah. So, did we like this movie?
Yes. Yeah.
I did.
I did as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Again, going into it, not realizing it was a David Lynch movie made it a lot better, because I knew that if I knew it was a David Lynch movie, I would have just been excusing it the whole time. But since I didn't, I was like shocked.
Yeah.
Well, my friends, we have come to the Willem Defend. Join us next week when we watch...
We're going back to Vietnam for one more time, baby. Flight of the Intruder.
I'm going to myself. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not doing research again next week, I swear to fucking God.
Hey, in this movie, Willem Dafoe has a mustache. Huh?
He had one in this movie. I don't want this movie's mustache to be in Vietnam because I know what happens with this mustache in Vietnam.
Bye.
I know what this happens with this mustache in general. Bye.
Bye.
You've been listening to Willem the Filmography. Our theme song is Cherry Metal by Arthur Vink. You can find this podcast on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon Music, and most places you find podcasts. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and review anywhere you can. Follow us on social media at Willem the Films on Blue Sky and Willem.thefilms on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. And share our podcast with anyone you think might like it. If you would like to support monetarily, check out our Willem the Filmography Patreon and support there. Thanks for listening.
Bravo, sir.
No test runs.
Oh, damn it. I was absolutely gonna make that joke again.
I swear to fucking God. I'm too autistic for that joke. I am too autistic. I love test runs.
Bravo, sir.
All right, great test run. Let's do it for real now.
Oh my god.
I will you and then myself, and then Jude will have a real mess on his hands.
Bravo, sir.
Let's do another test run just to really get that down.
Got it. Willem Dafoe.
What?
Bravo, sir.
I've had about enough of your shit too, Billy.